Hello, everyone. Welcome for joining the Metta meditation this evening. This evening, we'll spend some time to calm ourselves and infuse our hearts with the loving wishes of love and kindness. And we refer to this as Metta, which can be very helpful in bringing a balance in our life. From the techniques that we put into practice in our meditation, it is not difficult to extend loving kindness into our life, letting it guide us in our thoughts, in our speech and actions. Let me continue with Ajahn Brahm's teachings in his book, Opening Up to Kindfulness. And this book has given many excellent examples on how we can apply Buddhist principles and metta in our lives. Now, when Ajahn Brahm was about 19 or 20 years old, he started to ask questions about happiness and what it was all about. So far in his life as a teenager, all he knew was suffering. He had to study really hard to undergo examinations, which, as you know, were stressful. And when he looked at the people who have finished university, he didn't find them to be happy. He saw his older friends who had finished university who were working hard to buy a car. Of course, completing university education itself brought some period of happiness. But after the moment of bliss, life has to go on, and new targets and goals are set. So they had to work really hard to achieve these targets and goals, which they thought would bring them happiness in the future. So after university, they had to work hard to buy a car, and then they thought that would make them happy. But once they have bought a car, now the next thing to buy will be the little apartment for themselves. Or maybe they're looking for a wife, and they say, oh, when I find a wife and get married, then I'll be happy. But that was what they thought. Reality could be different. There is something about having found a partner in life and that you'll be happy. When you get married, you got to work hard to find a house or a place to live, and it's expensive. Sometimes you even need to do a second job to finance the house. A lot of people think that after they bought a house and paid off their bank loan, then they'll be happy. But in the meantime, they had kids. Now, as soon as they had kids, well, they'll be okay. But after a while, they think that when the kids grow up and leave home, then they will be free. Then they will be happy. Then they don't have the burden of raising the kids, making sure that the kids have good education and all the expenses, and giving the best for the kids. All those thoughts. They think that once the kids have left home and become independent, then they'll be happy. But when the kids leave home, they're not happy because they're close to retirement. And they think that, well, they retire, after retirement, they'll be happy. And that is when people start going to temples and churches. Do you know why people go to temples and churches when they're old? Because they think that if you go to temple, they make a lot of good karma, and when they die, then they'll be happy. So there are many things that people think will bring the happiness. They think, oh, maybe I win the lottery, or when I get rid of my husband, or when I get enlightened, then I'll be happy. Ajahn Brahm says that suffering is thinking. When I get something else, I'll be happy. It is always wanting something else in the future. It's like chasing after a mirage or horizon in the distance. This is called craving or desire. When you want something, it means you're not with what you want, and so there is tension there. I want, but I haven't got it. I haven't got it yet. And that's the nature of that craving, trying to look for something else. And this means that you have to work hard, you've got to struggle, and you're not contented with what you have, or who you are, or what you are. And the Buddha called this suffering. Now, when a person first hears the Buddha mention that things are suffering, the phenomena of life is suffering, sometimes they can get quite depressed. But that was not the case. Because when Ajahn Brahm went to some well-practicing monks in Thailand, he saw that they were very happy. How can you be happy when everything is suffering? The reason is, though there is suffering, there is also an end to suffering. And that is the part that some people forgot to mention about what the Buddha taught. The Buddha taught about the end of suffering. And there's freedom from suffering. So Ajahn Brahm wanted some proof that there is such thing called enlightenment. So he went to see some happy and peaceful monks. And it was a wonderful experience for him to live with a monk like Ajahn Chah, to see he was genuinely happy. There was an end to suffering, and you can actually see that. So Ajahn Brahm looked at his teacher Ajahn Chah and saw how he worked and how he behaved. He saw a man who didn't want anything, who was happy no matter what happened, but also who worked very hard, teaching and helping other people. And Ajahn Chah taught him exactly what the suffering was and the way to end suffering. So sometimes we wonder, how can we get happiness in this world and why there is so much suffering? A lot of times the suffering is because of desires and craving. This is what the Buddha said. And that is what we experience for ourselves. You think, when I get this, I will be happy. When I change this, things are going to be different. When I change my job, when I change my partner, when I change the country that I live, and the list goes on and on and on. But whatever that you are changing, you think that when that happens, you'll be happy. But that is not the end of the story. Now, this can be best illustrated by the case of two sisters. Now, two sisters came to the monastery at Perth for counseling. So Ajahn Brahm turned to the first sister and said, okay, now tell me, what is your trouble? Her trouble was that she was married and was having such a hard time, a lot of difficulty, a lot of trouble. And she was also wondering whether she and her husband were suitable or compatible, or maybe they should be separated. Ajahn says, look, when you're married to someone, sure, it can be suffering, but it can be a lot of fulfillment as well. So you should really put in more energy and effort to make the marriage work. And then he gave us some tips on how to make the marriage work. Ajah's advice is life will be much better if you get your priorities right. If you are in marriage, your love for each other is more important than just being right. So don't fight over little things that don't really matter just because you want to be right. Okay? Just remember your priorities. It's your marriage, it's your love that is more important than being right. So also remember why you married that person. And that makes the person important in your eyes. It happens very often in a marriage that we think our partner takes us for granted and we're not important to them anymore. We feel that we want to talk to them, but they're not listening. And there's a lack of communication. So it is not hard to get the marriage back in track. Ajahn has a favorite story, and this comes from Leo Tolstoy, the story of the 3 questions. Some of you might have heard of this story. You should apply the 3 questions with a partner. The first question, what is the most important time? What is the most important time? The answer is now. Second question, who is the most important person? Who is the most important person? The answer, the one you're with. That person is the most important. And the third question, what is the most important thing to do? And the answer is to care. So the philosophy behind these 3 questions is profound. and can be applied to good effect in our life. Now is the most important time. So it doesn't matter how long you have been married. Now is the most important time to tell your partner how much you love them, how much you appreciate them, and how much you care for them. If you have done something wrong or said something stupid, now is the most important time to say you're sorry. Saying sorry costs so little, and yet you get so much in return. It shows that you care, and that's what a woman or man wants in marriage. To be given importance and to know that the other person cares for them. You can have a simple formula for a successful and intimate marriage. Remember that the most important time is now. Now, who is the most important person? The person you are with. If your partner is doing the same thing to you, when you are with them, when you're talking, when you're together, you realize that this is the most important person to your partner. This is what you call love, and this is togetherness. So full awareness of the presence of the other person and giving your full attention, because the person that you're with is the most important person, the person that you're in front of you. And this is what we call love, and that's called togetherness. And it is that you are valuing them, and that's how the relationship grows from that. And what is the most important thing to do is to care. To care. How does care happen, and how can it be expressed? Care can be expressed in many ways. When you care, you are doing the right thing to make yourself and your partner happy. It always works incredibly well. It also means putting metta into practice to your partner. Okay, you care for your partner. Now, after giving these instructions to the elder sister on how to turn around the marriage, Ajahn then looked at the younger sister and said, okay, what is your problem? Now, the problem with the younger sister was that she hadn't got a husband, and she wanted to get one rather desperately. So Ajahn told her, you've got a single woman suffering. That's what you have, a single woman suffering. But if you get a partner in your life, you wouldn't have a single woman suffering anymore. You will have a husband suffering instead. And he turned to the elder sister. If you left your husband, you wouldn't have husband suffering anymore. You will have a single woman suffering. So Ajah's advice is changing the situation you are in. It's not overcoming suffering. It is just changing one form of suffering for another. And this is good advice for us to ponder on. You don't overcome suffering by changing the situation as long as the root causes are still there. The craving and attachment for some desired outcome in the future is always there. And the habitual tendencies that make you unhappy is still affecting your relationship with others. So changing the circumstances, changing the situation is not going to get rid of your suffering. What you're merely doing is switching one form of suffering for another. Okay, so now we can proceed with our metta meditation. And in preparation for your metta meditation, choose a comfortable posture. You can sit on the floor, cross-legged, that is on a cushion, or you can sit on a chair, but if you sit on a chair, keep your back straight. Preferably don't sit in a sofa set, so a settee, so that it's so comfortable. And when you do metta meditation, you just fall asleep. We do not want that, right? And when you sit on a chair, make sure that your body is straight and your head is nicely balanced above your shoulders. And in order to bring ourselves to the present moment, we connect ourselves with the flow of breathing. We feel comfortable and bring our mind's eye to the people whom we like to share our loving thoughts tonight. Now, I will guide you through the whole process. So even if you have not done metta meditation before, don't worry. we will do it together. So I'll ring the bell, and we can begin first by watching the breath, and then we shall proceed with having the smile, giving smiles to different parts of our body. Now connect ourselves with the breath. As you breathe in and out, you will feel the sensation of your breath. Maybe at your nostril, or maybe your face, or your neck, or in your body, or your chest, or your abdomen. Doesn't matter where it is. You can feel the sensation of the breath. Now breathe in slowly, deepen your breath, and be with your breath. So now let's watch the breath. Have a sense of contentment. As you breathe in and out, you say to yourself that there's nothing else that you require right now. Exhale to dedicate yourself to the practice of loving kindness. And as you watch your breath, you begin to see yourself getting calmer as you sink into calmness just by watching the breath. Now we will proceed with the practice of the inner smile. This is a traditional meditation practice to enhance good health and well-being. And when we smile, a smile is connected with peace, happiness, friendliness, relaxation. Now to start off, let us be aware of the crown of your head. You can feel your crown just by being aware of your scalp on your head. Are you able to feel some sensations in your scalp? Now let the smiling energy accumulate there. Let your crown smile. Now just be aware of your forehead. Bring the smiling energy to your forehead. Let your forehead smile. And now be aware of the spot between your eyebrow. Bring the smiling energy to that spot between your eyebrow. Let the spot smile. Now just be aware of your eyes. Bring smiles to your eyes. Are your eyes smiling now? And now down to your face. Bring the smile down your face. And a smile down your neck. Can you feel the relaxation on your face and neck? And a smile. At the base of your neck will be your thyroid gland. Bring a smile to your thyroid gland so that it keeps you healthy. And now in your chest is your thymus gland. The thymus gland lies between your lungs and just behind your breastbone. The thymus gland makes white blood corpuscles in part of your immune system. Bring a smile to your thymus gland. Now be aware of your heart. Bring the smiling energy into your heart. Let your heart open up and share the love and happiness from your heart. Letting go of the tensions is your heart and just fill it up with love and kindness. A big smile for your heart. Now moving on to your lungs. Can you feel your lungs breathing easily? Have gratitude to your heart and lungs for keeping you alive from day to day, from moment to moment. And now down to your solar plexus. This is an energy center, and solar plexus will normally be very tense when you are filled with fear, anxiety, tension, nervousness, or anger, jealousy. This will be the part that will tense up. And your solar plexus is also connected with some of the organs in the middle part of your body. So bring a smile to your solar plexus. Let the solar plexus relax so that it brings positive energy to the organs around. Now, is your solar plexus smiling? Let the smile energy flow down to the right side of your body, to your liver. Your liver is just below your rib cage on the right. Soften your liver with a smile. And now to the back, to your kidneys. There are two kidneys on both sides of your spinal cord and just below your rib cage. Direct your smile to your kidneys. Now moving on to the left side of your body. This will be your spleen. A smile for your spleen. And also your pancreas, which is just below your spleen and on the side of your stomach. Smile at your pancreas so that may it function well to keep you healthy. And now to your digestive system, your stomach and your intestines. And they have to work together with other organs and glands to help you absorb the nutrition from your food. Smile at your stomach. May your stomach be healthy, be strong. And connected with the stomach will be first the small intestines. That will be doing the job of absorbing nutrition from your body. And eventually it will flow out from your body through the large intestines. Also blessing for your large intestines. May your large intestines also be healthy, including the colon. Also send the smiling energy to your urinary tract, to your bladder. And for the males, the prostate gland, and the females, your ovaries and uterus. So you're just aware of the body and bringing smiles to the major organs of your body. Do you feel your body smiling now? Now we return back to the breath. in order to deepen our awareness and be aware of your breath, watching your breath in a relaxed fashion, but with alertness. And you watch your breath, the relaxation of sitting at the beach and watching the waves come and go. Just being aware of the waves. In the same manner, you become aware of your breath. But in order to make sure that our mind don't wander so much, some amount of counting might be helpful. So as you breathe in one and in and out, you can count 1, in and out 2, and so on up to number 10. Upon reaching number 10, you return back to number 1. So let us watch your breath. As you breathe in and out, being aware, being alert to our breath. And just to keep track by counting. Now we will breathe in. As you breathe in, you calm yourself. As you breathe out, you smile into your heart. Breathing in, you calm yourself. Breathing out, you smile in your heart and relax. And just by being aware of your breath, could you see how your mind has changed now? Your mind becomes more peaceful, more relaxed, and also happier, just by turning your mind to your breath. Now we will proceed to the practice of loving kindness. We first send loving kindness to ourselves because we like to transform ourselves into the vessel of loving kindness, and after which we send loving kindness to others. Now, how do we send loving kindness to ourselves? You do it by making wishes. We make use of 4 wishes here in our practice, but you don't have to make use of the 4 wishes. You can use 1 or 2 if you find that 4 wishes is too many. But for many of you who have been following the Metta meditation, saying the 4 wishes will not be a problem at all because you have practiced this before. The first wish is, may my heart be peaceful and free. May my heart be peaceful and free. And think, what would it be like for you to have that peace, that inner protection, the freedom? May my heart be peaceful and free. The second wish is happiness, happiness of the mind. May my mind be happy. Think about being contented and being complete. No more running after something, no more having a sense of deprivation or the lack of something. You're completely settled. You're contented and happy. May my mind be happy. The third wish is the wish of good health. May my body be healthy. Think about enjoying good health to whatever degree possible. And the fourth wish, may I be well and happy. If you find that there are too many wishes, then you could just make use of the last wish, may I be well and happy. Okay? So it's good to keep these words simple so that we don't have too many wishes to make. And you say these wishes and try to listen from inside. You sense the wishes. And before you send out your loving thoughts, you turn yourself into a vessel of love and kindness. So that is why we always begin with ourselves first, because for you to accumulate positive energy, and from there, it becomes easier for you to radiate out metta, which is boundless and limitless. So now let us send loving kindness to ourselves first. Gently make a wish inside. With a smile in our heart, we say, may my heart be peaceful and free. May my heart be peaceful and free. Just feel the freedom and the happiness inside the heart. May my mind be happy. You make the wish. May my mind be happy. Make a wish for good health. May my body be healthy. May I be well and happy. May my heart be peaceful and free. May my mind be happy. May my body be healthy. May I be well and happy. Now, after sending loving kindness to ourselves, now we can send loving kindness to the first group of people to whom we have a lot of gratitude for the love, kindness, sacrifice, the time, the energy that they have given to us through our life to bring us into what we are right now. Here we can think of our parents, think about the kindness and the sacrifice of your parents. How difficult is it for them to raise you, to bring you to where you are, how much they spend on you, how much their thoughts are with you. And we can also send loving kindness to our grandparents, especially those who have experienced the love from their grandparents, especially when their grandparents were looking after them when they were kids. And to your teachers, we came to this world with hardly any knowledge about anything. And the knowledge that we receive comes from others. We learn from them. So it's because of the kindness and the generosity of the teachers that we learn from them, especially the Dharma teachers. Teachers have shown us the path. We have gratitude for their kindness, and we send loving kindness to them. You might have mentors also, people who would always guide you in order to set you on the right path. So for this group, first group of people, let us send loving kindness. So when you send loving kindness to them, you can send to them as a group or one by one. So if you like to send loving kindness, say to your mother. You imagine that your mother is seated in front of you and she's in a good state of mind. She's happy. And you speak to her from your heart very sincerely, thinking about their qualities, their love, their sacrifice. And say, Mother, may your heart be peaceful and free. May your mind be happy. May your body be healthy. May you be well and happy. So loving thoughts for your mother. And in the same manner, you send loving thoughts for your father who have supported the whole family. It was like the pillars of your house. It's done so much in order to raise you and to bring you where you are right now. So with a sense of gratitude and love, you say, my father, may your heart be peaceful and free. May your mind be happy. May your body be healthy. May you be well and happy. In the same manner, you'll send loving kindness to your grandparents and your teachers and your mentors. Even if they're no longer here in this world, you can think of them with gratitude and you can wish them well wherever they are. So let us send our thoughts of loving kindness to this first group of people. Now let us send thoughts of loving kindness to our immediate family member. You can send loving kindness to your spouse, to your children, and if you don't have a family, immediate family of your own, to your siblings, your brothers and sisters, and your nephews and nieces. So you can send loving kindness to them as a group or one by one. Okay, just so let us send loving kindness to our immediate family members. Now let's just imagine that the beings of this world are gathered around us, and they have all assumed a human form. So they are beings in every direction. And let us send loving kindness to the beings in the forward direction. Beings in the forward direction. May your heart be peaceful and free. May your mind be happy. May your body be healthy. May you be well and happy. Beings in the rightward direction. Beings in the backward direction. Beings in the leftward direction. Beings in the downward direction. Beings in the upward direction. Beings in every direction. So radiate your thoughts of loving kindness in all directions. Let us invoke on the blessings of the Triple Gem to give them blessings for their good health and recovery. Bhavatu sabba mangalang, rakhantu sabba devata, sabba buddha nubhavena sadasoti bhavanti te. Bhavatu sabba mangalang, rakhantu sabba devata, sabba dhamma nubhavena sadasoti bhavanti te. Bhavatu sabba mangalang, rakhantu sabba devata, sabba sangha nubhavena sadasoti bhavanti te. Now we share merits. Observe the peace and quietness inside you. And in the calmness of your mind, send out wholesome thoughts. Share your merits of the devas, your guardian deities, and your protectors, so that they may rejoice in these merits and in turn guide and protect you and your loved ones. May they also give blessings to the donors, the supporters, the EXCO members, the members of BGF, as well as the other Buddhist societies worldwide. We pray for peace in this world. We pray for peace and harmony in our country. May clear thinking and good senses and kindness prevail over negative emotions such as hatred and anger. Ita vatacha ammehi sampadam punya sampadam sabideva sabisata sabibhuta hanumodantu sabasampati siddhya. Let us now transfer merits to those of our friends and relatives who have passed away. May these merits that we share, that we transfer to them, help to relieve them of unhappiness wherever they are and bring them comfort. Idang me nyatinang hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. Idang me nyatinang hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. Idang me nyatinang hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. Let us make some aspirations by the grace of the merits that we have accumulated. May we never follow the way of the foolish. May we be blessed with wise friends and skillful teachers. May we always remain on the path of Dhamma wherever we are, and may one day achieve the highest place of Nibbana. Imina Punya Kamena Mami Bala Samagamo Satang Samagamo Hoto Yavanibana Patiya. Let us make a closing invocation. O Buddha, my spiritual master and refuge, thank you for the blessings, guidance, and protection. The Dhamma, holy saints and spiritual teachers, Bodhisattvas, Dhamma protectors and devas, thank you for the blessings, guidance, and protection. May the Buddha be at our head, the Dhamma in my heart, and the Sangha by my side, to guide and protect me always. May suffering ones be suffering free, and the fear-struck fearless be. May the grieving shed all grief, and may all beings find relief. May all beings share in these merits that we have accumulated. May these merits help to bring them good health, happiness, and peace. May beings inhabiting space and earth, devas and nagas of mighty power, to share in these merits of ours, and may they long protect the Buddha Sasana. Let us say sadhu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.